Happy Friday Eve. If you made it this far in the week, you're making it and you are blessed. I love my journey. I love my process so far. I love where I am in life. And a lot of the times, I think the beauty with small business owners or somebody who has kind of built their business, from the ground up, is it's so much deeper than kind of what you see on social media, what they advertise. And a lot of the time, you have an understanding of what people do, but the journey and where it started is kind of like the best part, because where it started and what it's evolved into, whatever it may be, whether it's a service or product, there's such an amazement in that. And I think a lot of the time life gets so busy and everything's so, rush, that those are the things that we forget to, enjoy and embrace and celebrate those accomplishments, whether big or small. But I always like for people to know kind of who I am, what my background and experience is, where I've come from, because it has all led up to where I am now. And the amount of customer services like I've done, I've been in toxic environments. I've dealt with, catty coworkers, the miserable customers and clients and that sort of thing. But when you kind of maintain a certain mindset and perspective through it, you start to understand it. And despite it was, dreadful or negative or felt like, so annoying at the time, there's actually always a purpose in everything. And I wouldn't change any of those experiences for anything, because I learned so much from them. And my point of that is it helped me to understand such a diverse amount of people, in different fields, happy, sad, mean, just cranky, or just, those people who come into your place of work or whatever the case may be and can just turn your day around or share a story with you that, leaves an impression as a life lesson for the rest of your life, So those sorts of things kind of help me stick with my mottos all across, all my businesses, in the sense of I understand what it is to want to help, be a caring person, kind of do those things for people that people might not be mindful of, or, I didn't think about that sort of thing, etc. And there's such a peace of mind in, what I do, whether it's event planning, doing a design or organization product, even to having an interview or chat on my podcast, in the sense of peace of mind is everything at the end of the day. So when you're able to give a person that peace of mind of, I don't have to think about this, I don't have to plan this, you understand my vision, but I just didn't know how to start it, or giving me the honor or opportunity to represent you, whether that's an interview about your business or a topic that you want to discuss and have more than one person here. So to have that motto across all my businesses, even though they're different, they're all the same at one point or another, because people make it up. The things we learn make it up. What we create through people's vision is what makes it up. So it's just, is that important to be in what you love to do, your passion, because it genuinely reflects in your energy and how you do things. So anything I do with my businesses, what I want people to understand is, yes, I can't work for free. And I do have to charge for what I do. But what I love most is going above and beyond, so people understand I'm not only doing it for the money or how much money, I'm making once the project or whatever the case may be is done. I'm doing it because I know what it means to you, what your vision is, and the rewarding feeling of when it does become a reality and when it does come together at the end, how happy it's going to make you feel, or the peace of mind it's going to give you, so you can actually enjoy, maybe doing something for somebody else, but it may be too much for you, so doing that is just so fulfilling for me. That's what keeps me going. That's what makes me feel like it's not work, it's never a bother, and it's not too much. So just sharing this to get to know me a little bit, but even if it's in, yourself, and you kind of just might be at a standstill or not sure of what you like to do or should be doing, everybody goes through it. Even when you hit that 5, 10, 15 year mark, sometimes you still have to reevaluate and kind of figure out, okay, I've been doing this for this amount of time, but do I need to refresh? Do I need to evolve? Do I need to update some things? And I feel like looking at things like that is what keeps hope alive, dreams alive, and just the vision overall. So let's keep getting through the week, and I hope everyone has a safe and enjoyable weekend.